So you want to make your pages look really cool. The problem with pages is in Canvas they're not as editable and design friendly as I would like them to be, but there's ways you can make them look better. One of the ways you can do this is by going into Google Drive and creating a document like so, and you can actually design the document a little bit better. I placed a picture, I've got some text, more photos, a grid, more photos, some links, and what you can do then is treat this as if it were a web page instead of a document. So in Canvas then, once you've designed your web page, and it's editable and all that, which is good, so if you make a change here, it's going to show up in Canvas. So what you're going to do is add a page, and once you've finished your Google Doc to make it look like what you want, don't worry about there being a page break or anything, you're going to go to File, and you're going to go Publish to the Web. By doing so, you're going to have a couple different options here. We don't want to link it, we want to embed it. And by embedding it, this iframe here is code, and what that code is going to do is show this page like a web page in Canvas. So copy it, Control C to copy, and then you go to Canvas, and what you need to do is actually go to this HTML editor. By clicking this, it makes the rest of that menu go away, and that is where you paste that code. And when you go back to Rich Content Editor, what you're going to see is kind of this box here. Stretch the box out a little bit, maybe not too wide. You can even center it if you'd like. Give your page a name, and then once you're done, I know you can't see anything yet, just hit save, and then once you're done saving it, what you can do then is actually see the page. Ta-da! Now I did make the page big enough, so I do have to scroll over a little bit, but notice it's just white space, it's just the banner. So what I maybe would do then is take this banner and shrink it up so it's not so big, and then go back to Canvas, refresh it, and what you're going to notice then is it did not work like I wanted it to. That page then the image should have shrank a little bit. So maybe go back to the page, just resave it. Because usually when you edit it here, it shows up there. So if that's the case, you can always go back to Publish to Web, Embed, highlight, copy, and then edit the page. Click on HTML Editor, delete that and copy paste over it, and then hit save. Oh, I didn't make the box bigger. So sometimes it's trial and error. You just have to play around a little bit, realize what you've done wrong, and then fix it, and then you remember. There you go. Centered it, save it again. And what we should see then hopefully is my page. Now the photo for some reason isn't shrinking, but you can scroll through here, and then the links are linkable, so if you actually clicked on it, it'll take you to the website where you need to go. Well, it should at least. In that case it did not. So it'll redirect you. Or you can right click and say open a new tab, and the link should work. There it is, open a new tab. So that's one way to change up the design in your Canvas, is by creating, maybe I need to really shrink the image super small. Let's see what that does. Refresh. Nope, still really big. So anyways, it's trial and error, and that is how you can incorporate Google Docs into your pages as if it were an embedded web page, so any of the design stays. So that's another way to make it work. When you embed pages, you do want to make sure you go to share and allow anyone with the link to view, and if that doesn't show up, go to advanced, and up here you can change it, and anyone with a link can view and save it. That way it is visible in your Canvas page because you've given anyone access who has access to this page, which is you and your students. So that's one way to, again, incorporate some better design into Canvas. You can also do this with Google Slides. If you go to New and create a Google Slide, and you want just like one slide here, you can, I'm not going to make it too fancy, But once you have the option to edit, you can, give the presentation a fun look or customize it. Call it example. I'll just leave it as is. File, publish to web, embed, and then you can advance slides, make it large, medium, or small. I'll do medium. I'm not going to advance this. I'll just advance every 3 seconds. There's one slide. And then I'm going to publish. I do. Hit OK. And there's your link, or your embed. So hit Control-C. Edit your page. Get rid of that. HTML editor. Paste the code, the iframe. Save it. And what you're going to be able to see then is that slide that you've created, which is fun. Now, you could even put an actual slideshow in it, and people have to click through it, which I can't do. Instead, it's just my examples. So that might even work better than Google Docs. So you can incorporate slides or a Google Doc as a web page into Canvas, and it's going to be exactly how you see it.